Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome to the April update vlog where we look at what's coming to this channel this month. But first of all, we look back at March, and thank you for finally getting me over 600 subscribers. It's taken a while, but we're finally there. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, who has liked, disliked, commented, shared, all of the things for this channel. It has taken much longer than expected, but we're finally over that hurdle. We can hope for the rest of the year just continue building and hopefully finally get to full figures by the end of the year. At least that is the aim. But yeah, thanks to everyone who has subscribed, especially recently with the release of R Factor 2, with the Risa DLC pack. What fun R Factor 2 and that pack are, and I definitely will be playing R Factor 2 a bit more in the coming, well, for the rest of the year, and definitely excited about, you know, how it's developed basically R Factor 2 since Studio 397 taken over. It was a bit of a mess with ISI, and it definitely didn't help with the likes of Assetto Corsa coming around, Project Cars as well, but it's definitely got back on track with Studio 397. It's not there at the moment, like overall, like the UI is still a mess, but they're working on that, working on lots of things, improving the graphics as well, improving just everything apart from the physics, because the physics are definitely got the best physics around, it feels like, and that definitely is highlighted with the Risa pack. Even though the hand is not a major step up from Automobilista, so Automobilista being on the G motor like 1.5 basically, and this is the G motor 2, where it doesn't feel like it's a massive step up, but it's just great fun having these tracks, having these cars from Risa being developed by them in R Factor 2, and it's just been fantastic fun just checking out the packs and going back to some cars like the Metal Muro, going back to the Formula V, even though I'm terrible at driving it, and the Puma cars, checking those out for the first time, and the MCR Sport 2000, and going to tracks like that you don't really see in other games, such as Gapur, if I say that right, and then Ibarra as well in Ecuador. What a fabulous looking track that is. And then of course we've got Imola and Virginia International Raceway too, but definitely be showing off a couple more items of that DLC in this week, and then who knows from R Factor 2 in the coming months. Definitely want to check out more of it and show off more of it as well, and it is a pretty nice single player experience. So R Factor 2, great fun. And we finally finished MotoGP 18. Not the greatest of fun. In the end, we achieved what we wanted to. I admit it was probably a bit too manipulated in the end with the kind of difficulty levels, but that's what it's got to be like when basically the AI are not up to snuff like they are with R Factor 2. Still lots of work for Milestone to do, but we're seeing the trailer for MotoGP 19 now. I like what they put in the trailer with the historic bikes, with the dedicated servers finally, with just an expanded, it looks like single player, so it looks nice in the trailer. Let's see it in action, let's see it on the 6th of June, but that's definitely gone right up to the top of the list for the games released in June. Of course, there's F1 2019, and who knows what they're going to do with F1 2019. It looks like they've teased a bit more, maybe F2. And of course multiplayer as well, and it looks like you can have custom cars now, and it's not a big draw unless they fix multiplayer, of course, so who knows if that's actually going to be good now. So again, it's nice on paper, but let's see it in action. Let's see what it is like in June, and June's going to be a busy month it looks like, but in April next month, hopefully going to finally finish Gravel. We're almost there, and I think I've got 3 weekends or 2 episodes each, and then that is it for Gravel. Then it's Dakar 18 on the list to complete. Same with Barger Edge Control HD, finally going for the Barger 250, 500 and 1000. And then during the week, as I said, R Factor 2 this week, and then going back into Supercross 2 career mode, finally kicking off the 450 season. Hopefully it's much more competitive than it turned out in 250s. If not, though, it could be the only seasonal 450s like it was with Supercross, the video game #1 or whatever. If it's the same, you know, for this season where we're just a bit too much, even though we're not upgrading the bike at all and being very kind of basic in setup, we just got a setup that suits us. If that's too much, we're just going to do one season and that'll be it, unfortunately, for Supercross 2. But I haven't checked out like the track editor yet. I haven't checked out kind of multiplayer, so we might try and check those out. Try and extend the life cycle of Motocross or Supercross 2, because Supercross is pretty fun. Even though it's not as fun as the first Supercross with the handling model, just the career mode is I wouldn't say it's more in depth, it feels more in depth, but I think it's a bit of a facade, especially that training doesn't really seem to help your rider. It's just stuffed in there to just make it just fit up, you know, career mode a bit more. The same with the cutscenes and everything. Now they're just a bit repetitive after a couple of seasons. So yeah, I like what they're trying to do with Supercross Milestone. It's just not quite there at the moment. It's like what they tried to do with MotoGP before, try and, you know, be a bit more the live, having you in the paddock and, you know, trying to fill out career mode like they did with Antonio Rossi the game, for instance. So yeah, I see what Milestone are trying to do, just don't think they've achieved what they're trying to in Supercross 2. But it is a fun game still. It is fun just going around those circuits, especially some of the faster circuits such as Arizona. That is beautiful with some of those rhythm sections. So yeah, Supercross 2, that's going to be on, I think it's going to place MotoGP, so it would be today, but instead it's going to be on Wednesday and Friday, and then Monday, Wednesday and Friday from next week almost until we finish the season. And in Dirt Rally 2.0, it's finally slowing down. We began on benching the Group B car. Oh my god, that is going to wreck me by the end of this season. So there's going to be 2 episodes on Tuesday and Thursday, but 1 rally. So it's going to be split in half basically, the rallies from now on, because you've got 10 stages now instead of 8. And I felt with even 8 stages, having these hour-long videos maybe a bit too long. So now there'll be around 40 to 45 minutes. I feel like it's a bit more digestible. And yeah, as I said, just splitting those rallies in half now. So that's Dirt Rally 2.0 tomorrow and Thursday this week, and then same for every other week until we finish the career mode. I think we're almost there at the top. We're on elite level. I think there's only master after that, and I don't know how long we're going to stay at elite though, because I'm not going to do it with the Group B car in it. So I'm just going to try it out, see what happens. But I think after the Group B car, I'm going to try out either the R5 car or the Rally GT class. I'm not sure which. I want the R5 class, but it just depends how I feel like after the Group B car has ruined me. I love you, Audi. It is just very difficult to drive. And apart from that, as at the weekend, you got gravel, you got iRacing as well. Definitely played a little bit more iRacing this weekend, and they're definitely trying to show us some more series as well. I've got the GT3 fixed video that's ready for Saturday. Of course, I'll be back in the IndyCar as well on the Sunday, showing that off. And then again, that would be probably 1 video per weekend, maybe 2, depending on how many series I run and how much I'm just enjoying iRacing. I am quite enjoying it this at the moment, even though the handling, after going back to R Factor 2, I realise the handling is quite far behind R Factor 2, at least physics wise, but still it's the only place where you can get kind of dedicated online, at least on the PC. So I like that and have it smoothly running like that as well. Of course, in console you've got GT Sport, and you do still have like sim racing system as well and leagues, but just for pick up and play purposes, iRacing's only place like that. So yeah, iRacing, you're good fun when you're working, when I'm not crashing an F3 car every 10 seconds. Apart from that, you're pretty good fun. I definitely have tried out Rallycross as well, so I definitely want to show that off maybe this weekend too. And dirt ovals, I've been practicing, preparing for my first race. I definitely see my first race on the dirt oval, that's going to be a disaster. So yeah, iRacing, expect that. R Factor 2 this week, maybe a bit more in the future months. Race Room as well, I think they're releasing an update shortly, so maybe that's going to be appearing this month. Assetto Corsa, full releases this month. Set of course a competition only. Who knows when that's going to be released? But when it is finally released, I'll probably do a full length race alongside the real life blonde pan, because I know it's 2018 for the moment, but they were meant to be releasing a 2019 update eventually. So yeah, hopefully I can just follow the season along with Set of course a competition only. And then the big release this month, the game I've been looking forward to for quite a few months now, Dangerous Driving, from quite a lot of the team who were behind the Burnout series, are releasing their spiritual successor to Burnout on the 9th of April. So next week you'll see that again every day for that week, and then the following week, and then it might slow down a bit in the weeks after. I'm not sure how that's going to affect Dirt Rally. I might have to make it just half rallies, and then it'll be 1 rally per week. But we'll see how it goes next week. And of course you have just 1 episode of Supercross, so it'll be back to like 1 episode on Monday, Wednesday and Friday anyway, so it shouldn't affect Supercross that badly. But for Dirt Rally, I'm not sure how it's going to work out with the release of Dangerous Driving. We'll see how it pans out during the month. But that is April, that is it panned out. Once again, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, sharing, disliking, commenting as well. I'm getting better at reacting to comments now. It's only like the next day I get behind, so hopefully I can get better at that as well in April. But just thank you for watching again, and I'll be back next month in May, where there will be some slowdown maybe in videos, where I've got a bit more time off as well from work, so hopefully it gives me time to do other things apart from just release videos and catch up on kind of real life stuff. So I'll see you next month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.